Another block from the window in this video. Oh man, I was just thinking about pickup seduction game, and I had this idea about what would happen if you did like pickup, but you didn't fuck anybody, any girl, like. And I started to think about it, and holy shit, a whole world opened to me because, oh man, I realized so many things. I realized that like if you wouldn't fuck the girls and you just go out and just made female friends, well, what would happen would be that eventually you're gonna have like a massive social circle, and because every time, like, so when you do pick up, you meet a girl, right? And then you obviously, like, in the game of seduction, like, basically the goal is either have sex with her or have her become a girlfriend, become wife. But there's the goal of intimacy in one way or the other. But what if you didn't do that? Like, what would happen? Because you go out when you're doing like pickup, you're going out and you're meeting like all these women, right? And so if you don't all these women that you meet, right? You approach a ton of girls, you go out with a ton of girls. It's always with the intention of dating, right? So it's like that obviously is gonna like limit very much. Also, like, for example, if you meet a girl and the intention is to date, there's gonna be like a higher chance, like if she doesn't like you and you want to date her, like, and there's no chance to be friends, right? Because the intention is like, I like you. So that relationship goes to shit, right? So what goes to shit is the relationship, but it's also like everything that goes with it, because that girl has a social circle. There's other friends there, female friends, and there's also other male friends, and so it's like every girl is connected to, all these people. And because you went in and tried to, you went with the whole like pickup seduction approach, and that didn't happen, like, you lose everything else. You lose the social circle, you lose the girl, you lose meeting her friends, or you lose her guy friends as well. So I was thinking, like, what would happen if you just go out and just meet a ton of different women, and then you basically go out with the intention of not picking up girls, like just becoming friends with them. Well, eventually, obviously, you would become friends with them, and because you don't have that attitude as well, because when you're like in the seduction community, in this pickup world, it's like everything really, if you think about it, is like sex. Like, the goal is sex. The goal is sex. Like, how quick can you fuck her? How many days did it took you to fuck her? And well, if you think about it, that's pretty fucked up mindset, right? First of all, like, if you really think about it, like, it's very selfish. You're basically, you want to take, and and at the same time, it's not only is it selfish, it's very animalistic, because you're like, I want to have sex, my body want to have sex, I'm gonna fulfill my body's needs. So it's like, really, like, it's in the lowest level possible in terms of, yeah, you do have a lot of self-growth. That's all something that I've always loved about the game, because it's scary and it's all this, but it's really really low. So it's okay to want to have sex and everything, but what happens, like, if you just delay it a little bit, maybe you can have sex, but what happens if you focus on building a social circle, and then so you build a social circle, and then once you use the game to meet the girls, but you don't date them, you don't anything, you play the long game. Always the long game is going to be almost always better. You play the long game, you develop social circles, right? Because the game, like, if you go out and you meet a ton of different people, right? And instead of trying to fuck every girl you meet, or every attractive girl, you play the long game and you befriend them, get into their social circle, become friends with everybody because you're not this creepy guy that wants to fuck everyone, or that's always thinking about sex. You befriend people, you befriend the males, and you get into different social groups. You become an attractive person because, one thing I was thinking is like this pickup people, Julian, even Andrew Tate, like these people that are. I was thinking like you can really tell everything from somebody's vibe. And you can tell from these people's vibes, like, well, at least me, intuitively, I think to myself, why do I get like a feeling of loneliness from them? Like a feeling of, I don't get the same, like, there's people that, give the vibe to me that they have like a good social circle. And then there's people that give me the vibe that they're like lonely. So I'm like, well, how can these pickup people give me that vibe? And then I thought to myself, it's because they are lonely, They are basically, they go out, they meet a girl, they try to fuck her. If it doesn't work, they basically, just discard her. A nice girl, try to fuck her. They're always trying to fuck. And the problem is that, when you have sex with a female, she gets emotionally invested in you, also you with her, right? Because you are basically making love, you are having an intimate experience, so you get an emotional connection to her, she gets a stronger emotional connection to you, and then so basically now you and her, this girl, have this strong, basically intimate connection, whether you want to accept it or not, whether it's friends with benefits or not, still there is an intimate connection. So now when she brings her, like, she's gonna hesitate to bring you to her group of friends because you have that with her, and it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of fucks up everything. And if you have let's say that, so you have a connection with her, right? If she brings her to her social group, you're gonna be brought in like her new boyfriend or her new friends with benefits or her new something, and your relationship with her that puts in jeopardy everything else. So it's like if you and her have a problem, you lost the whole group. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, what happens if you go out and do pickup without, the sex? You're looking for the sex. Well, it's like, boom, instead of going like this, which are like this pickup artists do, like they go and they have sex, like da. Instead of doing that, you basically boom, and then you build the network. You build the group of people. Obviously, you wanna, because if you're meeting fucking drug addicts and fucking losers, then, there's no point. There's nothing really that, you don't want to mess with those type of people. But if you're going with, really attractive girls, they're connected to other attractive girls, and their social group is connected to, higher value men, that have their shit together, that are, have more value, maybe have businesses, whatever. So it's like, instead of just kind of like going for the sex, quick thing, if you go for that, but if you go for the relation, you build a friend. Hey, this girl can be a great friend, like, girls can offer more than just fucking pussy, they can offer you a friendship. I've had really amazing friendship with girls, and you can, girls are, they're equally, some of them are equally as fun as men, and vice versa. But it's like, you don't have to fuck everybody. And the thing is that instead of going for like the quick fix, the quick sex, you go for the long term relationship. You go for the friendships, the building the connection, building the social circle, exploring and expanding that relation into new tentacles, new things. Because once you're like in that social group, uh, which you're gonna be much easier if you do the approach, or if you're more like just like a friendly, and you can be, I don't know, I guess you could be clear about it. I'm not, you're like, I'm looking to meet friends or whatever. People are like, cool guy who wants to be friends. He brings value. He's fun. He's not fucking trying to fuck everything. I don't have an emotional connection to him, so it's like there's less of me to lose if I bring him. I don't know how to explain it, but and then basically you, instead of having like a one night stand, you have friends for life. You have business relationships potential. You have a social circle. You're gonna get invited to parties, and then if you do that a lot, and you build a super solid fucking social circle, right? You're not this fucking sex guy. Another benefit is you're gonna get a better reputation because, want it or not, going out and trying to fuck everything, it's a debauchery. It's just however you want to slice and dice it. It's like very animalistic. There's nothing to respect about that in the world's eyes. It's like you're just some guy that wants to fucking put his dick on shit. So if you go out with the vibe that you want to befriend everybody and become friends, you get a higher reputation. You build social circles, as many social circles as you can. Once you have all of those social circles, then you're established in there because you're a part of you're not like the guy that is the boyfriend of this girl that's part of the group. No, you are part of the group because you have no intimate connection with nobody, like sexual relationship. It's not like you're this girl's boyfriend that's part of the group. No, you're part of the group because you're friends with everybody and there's no sexual intimacy with nobody. And then you build many social groups. And then once you have like a really nice social life, a good reputation, then you can date. And if you're a solid part of a group, a social group, and you've been there and you haven't dated anybody and you were there for a while, and then you date somebody and it goes to shit, it's not like you have to kind of leave the group because your only connection was with that girl. If it's a large enough group, then, and you were there for enough time and everybody knows you and have a good relationship with everybody, and then after some time you meet a girl and you fall in love with a girl there and then you break up, there's a higher chance that you can stay in the group and you can keep those friendships. Versus if you just met a girl, fucked her, met a girl, became instantly became like a lover relationship. She brings you into her group, and then something fucks up, and then she can kind of take you out because she brought you in like her lover, her partner, her boyfriend, her friends with benefits. It's like, versus if she brought you like a friend, like, oh, this is my friend, and then you befriend the group. She doesn't have that power over you to take you away so quickly if something happens with her or somebody else, because you had a time to become friends with everybody, and over time you did have a relationship. But anyway, I'm just thinking, how amazing it is, like this idea, and it really goes against the pickup community and all this which has a lot of merit to it. But I think this is much more. This is a better approach, and so yeah, those are my thoughts on that.